On my mail route, a green and white parakeet kept turning toward the only empty terracotta pot, while every other stoop pot was full that morning. I first wrote it off as a bird with a favorite rim, because it stayed calm whenever my envelopes slid through that townhouse mail slot again today. The route kept moving, one doorway after another, but the bird did not. 3 doors later, it was still beside that one empty pot as usual. On the next delivery day, the same parakeet was already there, facing the same narrow shadow beside the pot before I reached the steps again today. When I crouched lower, its beak lined up with the side gap, not the rim, not the mailbox, and not my hand either that morning. I made a small route note, mostly to prove to myself this was the same bird, same pot, same angle, not just coincidence in my list. A neighbor smiled at it like a cute route routine, but the bird hopped closer to that hidden side after the sidewalk cleared near the steps. By the third route pass, it was too exact to ignore. Same stoop, same empty pot, same beak angle. And no interest in following me down the sidewalk nearby that day. I tested the easy answer by changing my approach, pausing near the mailbox, and stepping toward a full pot beside it, just to test it carefully. The parakeet ignored each choice and settled back beside the empty one, as if the full pots meant nothing, and kept returning to that side. That was the part that did not fit. From standing height, nothing behind the pot showed, but the bird kept choosing that angle every single pass. So I stopped treating it like a route distraction and crouched where the bird had been looking, checking the gap instead of the pot itself from the lower side. The answer shifted when another route worker passed by, and the parakeet stayed fixed to the pot, not the person walking past that same morning along the same route line. Now the gap mattered more than the bird, and the empty pot looked different from every full pot around it, because every look returned there again. A small lost bird notice nearby made the green and white color match feel less random, but it still did not explain the gap yet. Then I saw planting supplies by the stoop, and the empty pot suddenly felt like something that might change before my next route if nobody checked soon first. I checked my old route clip, and every saved frame had the bird facing that same side gap, not the doorway, even when I paused it. I still checked the mailbox first, because that was the normal route habit, and normal habits are hard to drop, even with the bird waiting there. But the clip pulled me back to the same clue, the beak line, the shadowed gap, and the empty terracotta pot, the same place I had been missing from above. When I checked behind it from the low side, a small pet tag card edge came into view at last, right where the bird had looked. I matched the card by color and icon, not words, and the parakeet turned away from the gap for the first time since the route began. Next route, the pot was replanted, the tag was back, and the parakeet sat calmly with its owner, no longer marking that empty side while I walked on.